Okay, so this is some advice to women entrepreneurs. I have observed that a lot of women, especially in the US, when they are asked about what they do, they tend to list a number of things. They tend to say, okay, I'm a project coordinator. I have my own business. I'm doing fashion. I'm creating this. So they list multiple things. And I think that's a problem. You have to, and I don't think they are aware of the repercussions of their decisions. Okay. And maybe they give out the idea that they are busy, they are ambitious. But that's just a perception that you want to put out there. But what is the reality is very important. Okay. Especially if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to really think about the implications of your choices, right? And they think that will be impressive enough to list all the things that they want to do. And I have a different approach. And I have observed over the years, in order to be really successful, you have to choose one bottle. Okay, it's really important. I'm going to give you an example. When I had I have created a computer business, right, in 2014, and I have done it for 10 years. During my during the time that I was working at my business, I got distracted, right? You know, that's the thing that today you can easily get distracted by people that are trying to give you advice, right? So I got distracted by saying I have to create, you know, by people who are very shady in their business, like Grant Cardone. I was following Grant Cardone, and you have to basically what their promise is you have to create multiple channels of income. Okay, multiple channel of income. So I was thinking about I wasn't satisfied with the business, right? Instead of focusing on the business and trying to improve the existing business in terms of inventory, in terms of getting new customers. But I wasn't satisfied. I bought into the idea that I have to create multiple sources of income. Then I have built a business where I can create application for small businesses. For instance, if you have a restaurant, I can create an application for you. If you have I don't know, you have services, financial services, especially for small scale businesses. The business that I have created will help create those applications. And I've invested some money from the other business, right? You take the business that creating money and then you put it something that it's not going to work. So after a few months, I've realized that the new business is not generating money, and the other business is generating money. So I came to the conclusion that why I'm taking the money, why I'm not focusing my energy and efforts on this business instead of taking that money into a project that's uncertain. and which is not making money. Then, so after realizing that, I have decided to terminate the other business, even though it has a lot of merits. But I'm sorry, I was forced to terminate because there was an issue in terms of publishing application on Apple Store. So we ran into a problem where Apple wouldn't allow the publication of the application that I was creating through a third party. So Apple would not allow the third party software to be used in order to create those applications. So I was forced, at the same time, I was realizing, that I should focus on one business, and I was also forced to terminate the business because of Apple's terms and conditions. So then I started focusing on that business, right? I haven't, it's very tempting, right? It's very tempting. So I decided not to do anything until 2001. So in 2001, then I have ventured into something that really I'm passionate about. Okay, but the other business, the computer business, I've done it so far up till then. I've done it for maybe for 7 years, right? And in the business, the computer business services, it's especially because of the COVID, the services was completely slowing down, and I made a decision to move on, to completely shut down the computer business and to focus on the new venture, which is the platform that I have created that you see right here. So this is the new application that I have. This is like something that I'm 100% invested my energy in. I have a lot of money building it, right? So this is something that I'm really passionate about it. So you have to follow the money, right? Where you put the money, that's really where your energy should be. So the reason I'm saying that is you have to pick your battles. If you choose multiple battles, you will lose. Okay. So the ladies, it is important that you have to understand that, because even though it looks, people can perceive that you are ambitious, but when in practicality, it's not going to work. Okay, you have to get out of this idea of perception, how people will perceive you. So you have to pick a bottle, one bottle. Okay, you got to try that for a couple of years before you move into a different bottle. Right? If you are choosing a fashion, you stay with fashion. Okay, go all the way in. You have to have a faith in what you do. Okay, for this business, I'm going to go all the way in, regardless of the outcome. You understand? So if you have that kind of faith, when you try it and you fail, that's fine. It's okay to fail. And the sooner you fail, even is the better, because the market is not appreciating what you put out there. The market doesn't value your creativity, your project, your product. So you have to take that into consideration and to move it to different venture. So I have to drive this point home. You cannot follow multiple ventures at the same time. Okay. If you want to be a teacher, you stay in the teaching business. All right. what you do is, okay, let's say you teach coding at elementary school. So this is kind of your passion. So stay with that. Then if you have enough time, right? If you have a lot of times you get bored. That's for sure. We all get bored and we want to do something else. But the free time that you have, you can build something similar, right? Maybe something private where you can teach people privately, or you can do a freelancing in Upwork, you know. So you take the same skills, but you put on a different platform where you can get more people to teach them and make it, probably make some money, right? So this is like a continuation of what you do. It's not a different venture. But you cannot just go from teaching and go to fashion, then go to, I don't know, yoga, do multiple things that you do. That's not going to work, ladies. Okay? Take it from me. I have done that. When it comes to business, when it comes to technology, especially when it comes to business, right? I was able to develop a sense of an insight that a lot of people they don't have. Okay, it's not something that I have learned at school, but something that I have built over the years. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. When I was working in a restaurant job, retail, I remember vividly we would have like discussion with the managers, right? And I would suggest a lot of great ideas about the business, and the managers take my ideas and go to the boss at the time. Right? So I have a different insight when it comes to business, and I'm able to understand if something is going to work or not. It's not a precise science, but this is something that a skill that I'm able to build over the years, where I can see a business and I can tell immediately whether this business is going to work or not, based on looking at different factors, right? So I don't want to go on and on, but you have to pick your battle. You stay with one until you fail. When you fail, then then you move on to a different one. Okay, it's okay to fail. The sooner you fail, it's the better, actually. So I want to really. I know today a lot of women. I see a lot of it's very good, right? Even though I have some reservation about their motives. Okay, but you have to be very pragmatic about your pursuits, okay? And you have to get out of this perception of being a ambitious woman. You got to get out of that and be pragmatic and be focused on one venture, okay? Instead of listing things that you are not even sure of. All right, so these are my few takes. If you have a different perspective, if you have an opinion or an insight that I have not mentioned, you can comment below and I will respond.